Well, hello there, my fellow Marines. How are you doing today? King Rexy here, and today we're continuing on with our Iron Marines Invasion hero reviews. Last time we talked about Bomet, and now we're gonna talk about probably my favorite character in the whole game,
Another day,
Kendra.
another bounty. High risk, high
So yeah,
reward.
Kendra is one of the two $5 characters that you can pick. And she, $5 is quite something, considering that the game is like around $5 to $6. So yeah, she is a little bit pricey, but is she really worth it? Well, we're gonna talk about it. First of all, about her statistics. Her stats are actually very good. She has pretty good durability, she does have a solid amount of armor, fast attack rate, but it's not too fast. It's not gonna be like pew 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 pew. It's gonna be like boom, 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 something like that. I don't know, I'm trying to recreate her attack speed in a way. Her damage is overall decent. It's not like low, it's not high. It's smack dab in the middle, which is good. That's what I like in a character. I don't like him to do so crazy high damage, but I also don't like them to do negative damage. I like the middle. I like middle ground. And her stats are exactly middle ground. Movement speed wise, she's fine. She keeps up with most units. And as far as range goes, I would say it's about medium. So, now let's talk about her abilities, because that's where the fun begins. Multi-core. Let's see what this ability does. Activates a core that fires a projectile that ricochets to an enemy near the initial target, potentially damaging multiple enemies. So you basically get a... Now your shots can ricochet around enemies. I'm not sure what the chance for a bullet to ricochet to another target is, but it seems to be happening. It's quite often, so yeah, I think it's fine. And the thing is that I forgot to mention this in the beginning, but this is like a different ammunition for her. It's not like she's gonna shoot this one ricochet bullet and that's it. No, this ability lasts for quite some time. It's basically like she uses different ammunition for a few seconds, and for a few seconds you're gonna be able to strike multiple enemies, which is pretty cool. And the cooldown is regular, so yay. Now let's talk about her rank ups. Luminous Beacon. Damaged enemies provide a small vision area for a short duration. Honestly, I don't find this to be very good, unless you're dealing with enemies who have very long range or can shoot over barriers. It's not really worth it. It's not really a good skill. But what is really good is her gold rank, Paralyzing Mod. Each damaged enemy has a 50% chance to become stunned for a short duration, and that's really fun because you're gonna be hitting multiple enemies all the time, so for the most part you have a 50-50 chance to keep an enemy stunned for quite a while. And the stun duration is pretty decent, it's like 2 to 3 seconds or so. It's pretty good. Honestly, multi-core is probably one of my favorite abilities in the game just because of how nifty it is. You enter a big horde of enemies, just make sure you use your multi-core. Or, if you're getting attacked or if you're taking a lot of damage, just use Flame Core. Activates an unstable core that shoots fire projectiles. When the time is up, it releases a fire burst around Kendra, incinerating all enemies in an area. So you add fire to your basic attack. Basically you set enemies on fire with your basic attack. It's not that fun actually. I think her damage increases by a little bit, but honestly the ammunition itself is kinda meh. The multi-core is definitely better in terms of like straight up damage and fun, but you know, it's good. This ability is good because of the rank ups. So the defensive, starting off with the defensive alloy. Kendra's armor temporarily fuses with the core energy, reducing all enemy damage she takes. So she gets damage reduction. And as you know from Legends of Kingdom Rush, damage reduction is OP. That's why Dior Cleaver is one of the best characters in the game. So yeah, getting damage reduction is good. And it's a lot of damage reduction. Enemies that would normally shred her health take forever to kill her. And again, this is not like a 2-second buff or anything, it lasts for the entire duration, which is ridiculous. And last but not least, her gold rank, Exhaust Module. When the flame core releases the flame, a cloud of smoke remains in its place, reducing vision to enemies. So yeah, basically after the duration of this is over, she's gonna she's gonna create a small explosion around her, dealing some damage to enemies, and you're also gonna leave a smoke behind you. And the smoke basically, as I said here, reduces enemies' vision. So if an enemy, if you have like, I don't know actually, it's kind of good. I guess if the enemies are kind of outranging you, you can just run into them, blow up on them, and they're not gonna be able to see you that much. I guess it's cool. It's good, but for the most part, I don't really use the flame core for the explosion part. I mostly use it for the armor bonus and damage reduction. But honestly, flame core is pretty flexible skill. You can use it just for the armor aspect, like me, or you can use it for the AoE damage at the end. But why would you need AoE damage when you have the next skill? Disintegration beams. He summons... Okay. He summons Kendra's ship, which arrives at a warp speed with its high-tech cannons. The ship fires several bolts that turn enemies within range to ash. It's no surprise that the ship is known as Blaze. And when they say turn enemies into ash, it basically means insta-kill. Yep, you heard me right, that's an ability that insta-kills. And I believe that's one of the very few abilities that have well, actually, no, it is one of the two abilities that have a guaranteed insta-kill. And the disintegration beams are 3, so you get to kill 3 enemies at your own will. And that's ridiculous, because there are a lot of high tier enemies in this game, so being able to just destroy them and delete them out of existence is hilarious. And on top of that, it also deals relatively high damage to bosses and buildings, so even if you're on a boss level or a mission where you have to raid the base, this skill is still gonna be very good. And it gets better with its rank ups, obviously. Starting off with crystallization, the beams crystallize the remains of enemies into chunks of Ethereum when they die. Now, it sounds OP, and it is, because even though it doesn't give that much Ethereum, it only gives like 20 Ethereum. If you kill all 3 targets, 60 Ethereum is not bad. You can buy an additional tower, you can buy a Prospector tier 1, you can buy quite a few things. And then the gold rank basically makes it so that Blaze's cannons now fire 5 beams instead of 3, so now you get to insta-kill 5 enemies. Do you see how ridiculous this skill is? And even though the cooldown says it's regular, I think it's slow, because it does take quite a while for this ship to recharge. And I mean, come on, this ability is busted, it needs a very slow cooldown in my opinion, but hey, I'm not a developer of this game, I don't know any better, I'm just a spectator, I'm an observer, I'm a consumer. But anyway, let's jump into killing grounds and take down a base, just to show you how good Kendra can be. Okay, let's do the standard procedure first. Yeah, sending a prospector. Okay, let's take care of this small base over there. Get the specialists. Okay, as you can see, movement speed wise, pretty good. Damage wise, definitely better than Bommet, for sure. Oops, I bought the wrong unit. No, get out of here. Get out of here. You're worthless. Okay. Yeah, she's taking out this base relatively fast. As you can see, she does have a good attack rate. Okay, now let's group everybody up and get over here.
Mining all day through.
And before we do anything further, let me just teleport her, and let's get her in some action right away. As you can see, she is able to tank enemies. She tanks for a while, but it seems like we're getting a little bit... for some reason, the enemy started doing more damage, so let's just use the fire core. As you can see, they shredded us before, now, not so much. We're taking quite a while to die, and we're just setting them on fire on top of that. Look at that. And also here's the explosion, there it is, and the smoke. If an enemy stays in this area right here, they're gonna take damage. And if you see this fire that she leaves behind, it's basically like how do I put it? It just stays there for quite a while, and if an enemy walks into it, he gets set on fire and takes quite a bit of damage. Anyway, let's get this Gale right up in here. Let's get this vision thingamajig. Okay. And now let's just prepare to raid the base. Oops. Okay, I need to reposition a little bit. Okay. Let's get our units in position. Roger. Ribbit. Okay. You know what? Let's just see what we can do. Okay. Well, there are some high tier enemies, so let's just do this. Look at her ultimate. Pew 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 pew. Look at that. Absolute deletion over there. We deleted like a nemesis, one of the big rock monsters, and we dealt some high damage to a building. Do you see how good that skill was? But you gotta be careful, because Kendra can definitely die, as you saw right there. Well, I kinda let her die because I wasn't paying attention too much to her health, but still. She was able to survive for quite a while. She does have some decent survivability at least. And now it's about time to show up the multi-shot. So let me just get a couple of things. Okay, multi-shot. Look at that. Pew, pew, pew. As you can see, it is stunning enemies. Sure, even though it has 50% chance only, as you can see, this guy, the nemesis, he wasn't able to do anything. He just stood there and died. Poor guy. I mean, he screwed me over many times when I was learning the game, so I don't really care, but still. It's a little sadistic now, isn't it? And yeah, Kendra is overall really good. As you can see, she has one for everything. That's what I really like about her. She's not a limited character. You know, some characters are really good against ground enemies, others are really good against like aerial units. Well, some of them may be really good only against, let's say, buildings. She's good against everything. Like, you have a building, she can take care of it. You have small horde of enemies, she has an ability for that. She's just really good, man. Okay, you know what? Let's just get some armor, because burn damage, it can be problematic. Oh, we got a bounty. Okay. And yeah, against the rads, she's also pretty good. I wouldn't say that she sucks against them or anything. Okay, let's buy this and that. You know what? Since we have a little bit extra time this time around, let's just go here. Yeah, as you can see, she just took a tower shot. And she didn't took all that much damage. So that was nice. Okay, Muller go in. Okay. Now let's just target the portals. As you can see, she does okay against portals. She's not great against them or anything, but it's not like she deals negative damage to them either. Okay, also we're getting someone raiding our base over there. Okay, can we take care of this? Yes, we can. Alright. Yeah, so far we're just shredding this base up. Let's see. Yep, you can definitely set them buildings on fire, so that's good. In case you wanna do it, well, you know it's possible. Against portals though, it does a little bit better against portals, but that's about it. Alright. So yeah, that's pretty much Kendra for you. Is she worth it the $5? I would say absolutely yes. I'll give her, even though this may seem like a little bit of an overestimation, I'll give her a solid 9 out of 10. She's very solid. I would definitely recommend you to test her out if you want. Like, if you're planning on buying one character only in this game and nothing else, Kendra is, in my opinion, the most cost-effective option. So yeah, guys. Well, with that out of the way, that's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I appreciate you for sticking around to the end. Subscribe if you want to see more of this content in the future. And while you're at it, drop a like on the video. It means a lot to me. And I will see you in the next video. Until it comes, that was King Rexy. Over and out.